everyone, I'm Needlecraft Danny and this is flosstube number 62. This time I try to put this video around all the challenges, so I'm back in the Enchanted Stitching Challenges Facebook group, which means every month there's one Disney movie and every week we have 4 prompts or challenges related to that movie. This month it's the animated Beauty and the Beast, so the old one. And yeah, so last week has been week number 2. I did not participate in week number 1, but I started with week number 2. So I'm going to tell you with every project which prompts I did with those, and in the end of the video I'm going to tell you about the prompts for this week and what I'm planning to stitch on for those. So let's get started. First of all, with my travel stitching, which at the moment is the Hello Dear Cell by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. That's what it looks like right now. Last time you saw it, I was stitching on part number 2, which is the one with the squirrel on top, and part number 3 is Mrs. Rabbit over here. So I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. This is where I'm at. So I did a whole lot. Really happy with this one. I did stitch on it for one prompt, which was there's at the dinner for Belle, there are a lot of variety of foods on the table. Stitch on something that could be on there as well. And in my last video, I told you I'm going to stitch on this one for penalty stitches. So 150% of the stitches I need to do normally. But there are candy canes in here. So I said, those are food, they can be on the table. And I'm just going to do 250 stitches. I did way more, but not anymore for the challenge, so I did not have to count anymore. So what did I do? I finally finished part number 2, which is the one up in here. Finished the squirrel, it's super cute. And then I started on part number 3, which basically means I have to finish this motif, this one, and yeah, that's it, I think. Those 2 motifs have, oh, and in here there's the white missing. So 3 motifs have to be finished, and then it's only Mrs. Rabbit in the middle missing, and I have already started. That's her hair piece, and that's a part of her scarf. So I've already started. There's one leaf down here missing, but otherwise that's completely part number 3 already. So next week I should be able to finish part number 3, which is really exciting because I want to finish this one till the end of the year, and I do not have a whole lot of time left. So this one is stitched on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. Needleminder is also from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, a part of the cell. And yeah, so here we go. Bring it a bit closer. It's super cute. So cute, and I can't wait for Mrs. Rabbit to finally appear. But that takes some time. Those animals, they are super stitch heavy. They don't look like it, but they are. Yeah, here we go. This is the Hello Dear Cell. And then let's move to my next one, the piece I stitched on weekly, and I did not have any prompt on it. I'm talking about the Temperature Garden by Stitch and Mummy. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. Once again, I have to be a bit careful how I hold it down here because the location where I presently live is stitched down here, and I don't want to have that all over the internet. So this one is also stitched on 28 count, 1/1 full cross, and since you saw it last, I finished that flower, stitched this one, and stitched December down here. So we're getting closer to the end of the year. Change hands. We're getting closer to the end of the year. There's not a whole lot missing. There are just 4 flowers and finishing this one. So yeah, I'm getting closer. As always, I'm going to continue to stitch on it this week. I think the day after tomorrow, because Wednesdays are kind of my non-full coverage stitching days during December. So I'm going to stitch on it on Wednesday, and then we'll be able to finish, I think, this flower as well. So that's pretty cool. Moving forward with this one. This week there is a prompt with letters or with words on it, and this one would be perfect. But I don't have 250 stitches left. I don't think so, at least not with all the flower petals I have at the moment. There might be some more in the future, and with all stitches left, I'm quite sure there are more than 250 stitches left. But not with only next week. I don't think I will get 250 stitches. I'm thinking about counting, but I'm quite sure it's not enough, so I won't use this one, even though it's pretty perfect. But yeah, probably not going to work. But that's where I'm at the moment. Oh, and for December, I have one lilac flower petal, and all the other days were just the same temperature, and my darkest blue. So pretty boring. But yeah, that's kind of the way it is in winter over here. So every day is the same. Today I'm filming a little bit later than I would normally, because I was hoping that the sun might shine and we get better lighting in here, but it's so gray. And not only the sky, but the whole air, and it's raining and everything's gray. So not pretty cool, quite the opposite. Just no fun. But yeah, that's the way it is during winter over here in the north of Germany. So let's move on with the only full coverage piece I stitched on this week, and I did not do a whole lot. I'm talking about Supersize Max Color Cliffhanger by Haven't Enough Designs. The artwork is by Amy Stewart. That's what it's going to look like when it's done, and I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. So this is stitched on 40 count 1/1 10 stitch, and I did stitch on this page in here, and I did fill it quite a lot. I stitched on it for 2 prompts. The first one was something that would sing and dance in the castle, and yeah, books would definitely sing and dance in this castle. And the second one was to stitch on something red or something with antlers, and I did not really have anything, at least not where I would be able to kind of finish the challenge fast. So I decided to go with penalty stitches, which meant another 750 10 stitches on this one. So yeah, I did quite a lot, and I did stitch on it some more after the challenges, which means I now have less than 5,000 full coverage stitches left for the year, and on this one I have less than 3,000 left, and then I will be done with my year end goal, which is pretty cool. Yeah, can't wait to finish this page. That would be pretty amazing, and I'm going to continue stitching on this one quite a lot, and more than the challenges over the whole week. So that's that one. And then I stitched for the last challenge. I stitched on Tiger Chilling Out, a kit by Dimensions. Yeah, and I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. So this is where I'm at right now. This is stitched on a black 18 count Ada 2/1 4 cross. The needleminder is from Dankai Designs. As I said, it was a kit and by Dimensions. So I'm stitching with the called for fabric and the threads provided in the kit. There was a little bit missing in the column. I thought I had finished already, and I didn't. So I finished that. All the leftover threads I used till I ran out and did not put them back, because with Dimensions, I think I don't like the thread holders. To put threads back, you would have to punch holes and stuff, so I stitch them wherever they go until I run out of thread. And then I started the next column, and I'm quite happy with how much I did in here. There's quite a bit done already. Finishing this column and the next one would then mean I would finish my year-end goal. So I'm quite happy with how far I got. I know the lighting is super bad, and therefore you can't see it really good. I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way it is at the moment. But yeah, here we go. Pretty cool. I'm really happy with this one. And I can't wait to continue stitching on it. But it's not one of my like 5 focus pieces. I really want to finish my goal till the end of the year. It's number 6. So yeah, we'll see. It will get some attention. Oh, and I stitched on it for the prompt to stitch on something that was in Stitchy Dungeon, and this one has been in Stitchy Dungeon for about a year because I had a frog, a big area over here. I did not look forward to it, and after I frogged it, I still had not found the love for this project again, because the last memory was frogging. So now that I stitched on it a bit more, I did, I think, close to 300 stitches, I think. Yeah, a bit more actually, a bit more than 300 stitches. So now coming back to this one would be pretty easy, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, that was Tiger Chilling Out. And I did stitch on one more project where I did not have any prompts for it. I just wanted to stitch on it. And I had a friend over, and she wanted me to stitch on this one as well, I think. So I did stitch on it, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, the one I'm talking about is Royal Games number 1 by Mirabilia. Queen of Hearts is done, and I'm presently stitching on Queen of Spades. So I show a picture of what it looked like last time here. And here is where I'm at right now. So basically I stitched on her skin, or started on her skin, and will continue with this one whenever I stitch on it next, hopefully finishing a lot of the skin, and then being able to move into her choker, her mask, and yeah, kind of complete her. I'm really looking forward to that. She is, or they are stitched on a 32 count white opalescent linen, 2/2. The skin also 2/2. I'm not going to do 1/1 skin. Not going to happen. But yeah, really cool. Really looking forward to stitching some more on her. Yeah, that's everything I stitched on. So let's move into the prompts for next week and what I plan to stitch on for those prompts. So prompt number 1 is to stitch on, because Belle teaches the beast to be nice by letting him feed the birds on his hand. So stitch on something with birds or with feathered creatures. Feathered creatures, it's actually. So I decided to go with Hello Dear Cell. There's a bird. That counts. So yeah, I'm going to stitch on this one. Some more 250 stitches should get me close to finishing part number 3. I will use it as treble stitching as well. So I should be able to finish part number 3 till next week. That would be really nice. So yeah, that's prompt number 1. Prompt number 1. When Belle and Beast are outside playing in the snow, Belle realizes there's something sweet about the Beast. Stitch on something with snow. I don't have that. I have it in my projects where I have already done my goals, but I'm not going to stitch on those. So I'm going with the penalty option, which means I'm using cliffhanger. Oh, now I lost my needle. I'm stitching on cliffhanger and going again for 750 penalty stitches. That's fine. I want to do a lot on those, so 750 stitches will give me good progress and closer to a page finish and finishing my goal. So that's fine. Yeah. Then the next one is the Beast gives Belle the present of the whole library. So she helps him to read and stuff. Stitch on something with words. Well, there are books on here, so in those books there are a whole lot of words. I'm going to go with cliffhanger. Normally, this group allows you to be super creative and go on the stretch, and if you can explain it, they let it count. I'm going to ask if that's too much of a stretch or if I can go with that one. So, and either 500 stitches if I'm allowed to do that stretch, or 750 going with the penalty option. But I'm going to stitch on this one because technically it's a prompt about a library, so stitching on books, that's pretty cool. So another prompt on cliffhanger, which means a lot of progress on this one. And the last one is the beast gives Belle the enchanted mirror, where she can watch everything she wants to watch. So stitch on something you would want to watch or want to see in an enchanted mirror. Well, I want to stitch on Royal Games number 1. So I'm going to say I would love to see a ballroom with all the ladies being in pretty dresses, and going to stitch on this one. So continuing over here, 250 stitches should get me done with the skin, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to go with that story and going to stitch on this one. So those are the 4 prompts. We have a lockdown here in Germany, beginning on Wednesday. I don't plan to go out until Wednesday. So technically we're in full lockdown, and that means you can't do a lot. I'm fine with that, honestly. So I'm going to spend a whole lot of time at home and stitch some more. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully getting a lot of progress in. Hopefully getting my prompts done in like 4 days, and then I could really concentrate on cliffhanger and hopefully finish my goal on that one. That would be pretty nice if I can make that this week. That would be pretty nice, because then I have only 1 full coverage project left, and I should be able to do that even after Christmas, in the time after Christmas and between Christmas and New Year's. So that should be nice. So I'm looking forward to doing a lot of progress on a few projects. If I finish cliffhanger, I might go to another full coverage, the last one missing, or I might actually concentrate on some other goals, like Hello DSL. I want to finish that one. I want to finish Royal Games number 1, stuff like that. So we'll see about that. But yeah, that's it. I told you everything, what I stitched on, what I'm going to stitch on next week. So I'm going to edit this video, upload, and then I will see you next week. Bye!